their playstyle, Guthix?
It's been a while since I played him, so I can't talk too much to me. But I think he takes inspiration from Pelly a lot.
Yeah.
So
okay.
he plays quite a defensive style, but when he gets the opponent to about 100%, he switches it up and becomes very aggressive instead.
Okay. All right.
So he goes for a lot of F tilts, up tilts, up smash to neutral, back airs, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense, and especially that back air, extremely potent tool for Sonic there. And we are going back to PS2. What a
classic stage.
Yeah.
And we've already seen a dash attack on the startup of Spin Dash.
That's the thing, that dash attack is really disjointed, so it's actually pretty decent at dealing with Spin Dash if you don't release it on time. Look at that aggressive edge guarding.
Straight down there, no hesitation at all.
Exactly, very ruthless when it comes to advantage state. But Cloaked needs a bit more discipline because Guthix is actually
doing really well.
Yeah, exactly. And taking the first stock. Wow. Only 33% to his name. Guthix is working really hard right now.
So yeah, very good working around of the invincibility at the start of the stock there. And looks like Cloak's going to go for an edge guard after this, probably. Potentially with Tornado?
Not quite.
Going
this time
for the F smash.
Yeah, just leaving it alone this time. Right, Guthix is just, very comfortable right now. Can really just, control the pace of this game at the moment.
Yeah, so it's incredibly difficult for Cloak to make a comeback when Sonic's going for a defensive spin dash style.
Exactly. And look at this percent that Guthix is just tagging on right now. This is a lot of credit considering that his meta knight as well, which is relatively light.
Yeah, absolutely. So these dash attacks, at the start it worked perfectly, but it seems like they're being misspaced and slightly not quite far enough.
Yeah, that's true. They're like undershooting quite a bit and missing it. Yeah, I think Cloaked is really trying their best to cancel that spin dash as fast as possible, but if that means reckless timing, I mean, Guthix is going to definitely take advantage of that. Like, in terms of stock and percent, it's basically been lapped right now. It's not looking good for Cloaked, if I'm being honest.
I'm glad both players are showing a lot of respect to each other's F smashes as well, because those moves have very little lag and
respective to each other. Yep, very good F smashes, definitely. And Cloaked is really struggling to secure a kill right now, and Guthix is more than happy to wait for his.
Yeah, the empty dimensional cape there could be conditioning for later, so I'd love to see that later in this game.
Yeah, that's a very good point, because you do see Cloaked actually do that quite often. So, the tornado, maybe trying to get a sour spot there, maybe a cheeky stage spike here and there, who knows, but yeah, that very ambitious timing. You need really good intuition in order to punish Spin Dash, because if they can react to your hitboxes, they're literally invincible. Oh, what was that?
That was an odd interaction.
I think that was dash attack.
It looked like F tilt. Something clanked with the side B, and then we got an F tilt immediately after. Oh,
actually, no, you're right. It did, because it was a forward kick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, we got Guthix now on 2-stock lead.
Very strong lead here. I'm not sure how Cloak's going to bring this back. We'll have to go for aggressive options.
Definitely.
Maybe read the follow-up after spin dash and back air it, something like that.
That's true. I feel like he's going too aggressive on the launch. And as you mentioned earlier, look at that. The mix-up of Dimensional Cape is going to be a very important tool here.
Yeah. So still a stock behind though. So I'm wondering what we'll see. If we can get an early stock like we mentioned earlier, could even this up very easily.
Absolutely. And I was about to mention this earlier,
Cloaked!
Cloaked! Oh, might be. That's so loud. Jesus, the static. Cloaked was almost ready to actually kill. I mean, we both saw what was going on there.
It was almost there.
This is dangerous. That could have been on our YouTube very soon. And Guthix just denying it right now. We got the confirms almost, but Cloaked still pushing it. Okay, there we go. Guthix returning the favor here.
Is that going to be enough big? And that's it. Very good air catch.
That actually, I'm pretty sure that was sweet spot of B as well. That killed really early.
Yep.
This is dangerous.
Cloaked. The platform.
The SDI out there, but Cloaked prioritizing.
Honestly, Cloak could still get this.
Yeah, definitely. Still in a good position right here. Definitely an advantage. Already brought it back. This is very doable right now.
Guthix cannot afford to become nervous and start pressuring too much yet.
Exactly. And speaking of being nervous, that roll-in just reeked of desperation. We saw that roll-in from Guthix, and Cloaked sitting there ice cold with the F smash.
Excellent recognition there.
Definitely.
So, that sends a message. Guthix shouldn't be doing that again later in the set.
Yeah.
So, will we be going back to PS2? I believe we saw it.
Seems like the most default stage here, and I don't really see any other stage apart from like maybe Town for Cloaked being an interest. It seems like most of their stages are relatively similar in a sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are going back to the classic PS2, and there is one interaction that does bother me that Cloaked could do a little bit better on, is when spin dash, you want to like, you don't want to approach it while you're mid-air because they can just release it, and spin dash bounce is the one with the intangibility, and that's the one where you go up.
Yeah.
Like, you immediately go up. And speaking of going up, we're getting some combos here from Cloaked, but Guthix barely scraping out there with his teeth. Goodness.
So we saw there, Cloaked used almost all of his jumps to recover. I'm wondering if Guthix is paying attention to that and maybe preparing a landing track for when he used up all of them.
That's true, and you know what, that's a very good point, because a lot of people do not really pay attention to multiple jumps. They just assume, you know what, they can jump as much as they want, but there is a limit. Wow! Guthix is so aggro with that follow-up. Really wanted to finish it off there. But we do get a back air there off the platform, and Guthix in a very familiar position, similar to game 1.
Honestly, I don't think Guthix did that much wrong in the previous game. It was mostly just a few habits that were called out.
That's true, and Cloaked's positioning, especially last game, was very good near the end.
So I think if Guthix just keeps up what he was doing previously, we should be fine.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. But right now, Cloaked is having issues in order to come in. Oh no, that landing there. Doesn't have as much range, and you know, F smash from Sonic, notoriously large. Yeah, Cloaked desperately needs to see an option here to take that stock because it's not looking easy. Oh god, that's
potentially a shield break.
Yeah, Guthix
good
definitely
recognition and move of the situation, moving away very quickly to let the shield recharge.
Gotta escape that situation. Nobody's comfortable with their shield small like that. And Guthix now again very comfortable and familiar position of going from ledge to ledge. Very careful situation here.
Guthix doesn't really have to force the kill here. Can it just afford to let Cloaked make a mistake? Now he has to become more aggressive.
Yeah, this is a dangerous situation. We've got quite a lot of rage stacked up on Cloaked, and that means that certain moves kill much, much earlier. That was a really funny interaction there. Did he use spring to homing attack there? I don't know. That was really weird. Well,
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, Guthix is good, much more aggressive than before.
So looks like we had a mix-up of SDI there to mess up the combo.
Definitely, and Cloak's positioning there was really off in order to catch the SDI, and you know, missing a very vital combo. That could have actually been death right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an aggressive recovery there from Guthix.
Yeah, those bears can be punished if the red by Cloaked.
Definitely, and you know what? Something very dangerous, that RB.
Right, that's got a lot of lag. Okay. I think that should have been a kill, but it's 10%. So, in a ledge trap situation, got to be aware of Bear here. It's got a lot of knockback.
Oh yeah, the knockback growth especially is huge on that back air, especially after the buffs from Meta Knight.
Yeah, and it lingers so long, it's a fantastic option for catching jumps.
Exactly, it's very, very active, multiple hits, and it's definitely Meta Knight's bread and butter to kill, along with Nair. That was very close. Wow, Cloaked is really the one in charge right now, but that up air, Guthix probably breathing a sigh of relief there because they were under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Look at that. Very aggressive edge guarding there from Cloaked. The grounded up B.
Fantastic read on there as well.
Yeah, Guthix almost escaped, but Cloaked was just on the ball there, and now it's pretty even.
It is, yeah. So I'm wondering how Guthix is going to change his playstyle, because what he's been doing so far has been adapted on clearly.
Yeah, Cloaked is definitely reacting to the situations a bit more and seems to have a bit more information and making these situations work a lot better than before. Uh-oh, very dangerous. The SDI is being considered and the air dodge getting called out by Tornado there. Yeah, I don't think there was any chance of up B killing there since they were so close.
Yeah, but I mean, it's 50%.
Yeah, it's 50%.
It's still a solid lead. So, will we see an edge guard here, potentially with Tornado?
Oh,
okay,
nah.
there's another good option. Didn't quite work that time, but it's still fairly safe.
Oh, the spin dash hop getting called out there from Cloaked. And now 74% is definitely enough for Cloaked to kill off an S smash there. Gotta be very careful, even with spin dash. Wow, homing attack just whiffing.
Okay. You know, Cloak's not gone low as much as he did in the first game.
That's very true. You know what?
I think he might pull that out for a surprise kill.
It's interesting that you point that out because that's exactly true. Compared to the game 1, Cloaked has not been going as deep for those edge guards. And you know what? It's been actually sticking to stage and just covering high way more often.
I did like that brief air camping with Meta Knight there in the middle there.
Oh yeah, that's a classic strategy. We've seen that from Bull. Now Guthix. Oh dear. Absolutely drilled into the abyss there.
That semi-spike is incredibly powerful.
Oh yeah, it is. The knockback on it is vile. Like, honestly, I'm not surprised that even Sonic wasn't able to make that. Maybe with a wall jump, but that was such a sketchy wall to jump off of, so I don't blame Guthix. Yeah. It is 2-0 up now from Cloaked. And these games, you wouldn't really think that's how it end based on how it starts, but Cloaked clearly just...
Perhaps that's a sign that Guthix isn't mixing things up enough, maybe telegraphing things too much.
That's true.
Because every game, Cloaked is starting off with a deficit and then adapting really hard.
Exactly, yeah. It's very, very difficult for Guthix to overcome here.
So we're moving to Smashville.
Smashville is very interesting. There's a lot less space, and that means burst options are far better on this stage. So we've got both Sonic and Meta Knight dash attack here, but obviously one of them leads to literal touch of death, so they need to be very careful.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if I agree with this decision, but if Guthix is going to go aggressive, then fair be it. So, seeing quite a strong lead for Cloaked so far, which is unusual. This
is like one of Meta Knight's best stages. I'm not in agreement with Guthix here. As you mentioned, look at that, the nair.
Excellent wait for the air dodge there. Are we going to...
Oh, not quite this time.
But just slightly mistimed.
Yeah, Guthix finally fighting back, answering back with a homing attack, trying to get that back air kill. Just letting those off. No, don't!
Dear.
Guthix needs to learn from the previous experiences. We've seen a semi-spike, don't let it happen again.
Guthix is very lucky that it was the launching hitbox there.
Exactly as you mentioned. And now Guthix is actually evened it up now, so this is good news for him, but still got to be very, very careful. This is not the stop yet, so yeah, Guthix needs to be a bit sharper, and you know what? His percents are even.
Look, went for a spring gimp, but not too effective against Meta Knight because he's got so many options that just bypass it.
Exactly. Like, even without the multiple jumps, you got very, very good recoveries. Look at this. Cloaked seems to be going aggressive this time. Look at that. Trying to cover... Faked, actually, covering ledge. Look at this.
Perhaps expecting Guthix to go above the ledge with Bear again.
Yep. Oh, wow. It looked like Guthix down at there. Maybe trying to take Cloaked down with him, but... Now it's a game of getting as much extra credit as possible on Cloak's end.
Yeah, so this is the first time we've seen Cloaked with a lead, so...
Yeah. And Guthix immediately shutting it down.
Well, it's still a lead. Are we going to see him go aggressive, or are we going to see him maintain the lead?
Knowing Cloaked, he's going to want to push that as much as possible.
Yeah.
And look at this, Guthix playing really patiently, but Cloaked.
Is this a bridge?
Uh-oh. Oh, the DI!
That is the bridge!
Guthix, was your dinner ready? What was that DI, man? Goodness.
I feel like Guthix may be getting a bit stressed in this situation.
Yeah.
We're seeing some odd DI and odd decisions.
Yeah, the DI especially didn't look like... yeah. I don't blame Guthix for being stressed because Cloaked is a force of nature when they're in a lead. Like, look at this aggression. Wow.
We're going to have to pick safer options against those S-smashers because if he gets caught, he's dead.
Exactly. This is not a time to be messing with a gamble like that. But Guthix slowly building percents back up. Oh, jeez. This is so dangerous. Even just springing out of situations is dangerous because Meta Knight can just up-B you at a short moment's notice.
Yeah. Cloaked has very good read on Guthix's disadvantage state at the moment.
Yeah, Guthix really just scraping as much potential out of the ledge as possible. This is...
Dimensional Cape very safe there. Maybe a dare to catch.
Very aggressive recovery there from Guthix. Cloaked not expecting it. Guthix. Oh, Guthix takes them out with the back air.
Can he bring this back?
Yeah, this is very doable, but
he's got to go low. Cloak's aware.
Definitely, and just pressuring that ledge there. That forward smash being respected as it should be. Jeez, this is a very tough situation. What an aggressive recovery. I do not expect Guthix to go for things like this.
I mean, that's twice in a row. I think Cloak's going to be ready for it the next time.
Yeah, this is quite a lot of aggression here from Guthix. And you know what? We do see an element of panic here. Uh-oh, but it might actually work in Guthix's favor. These Hail Marys might actually work.
Yeah, Cloaked is swinging a lot here with these back airs and nairs.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Guthix can take advantage, maybe go for a spin dash to Indul.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like Cloaked is fishing for a very solid kill confirm here like that.
There one up B.
Yeah, we got Bear 1 up B. It seemed like they were just not going in as much. Cloaked was just holding his space way more near the end and was able to get that confirmed there. We saw the back air into up B. Cloaked taking it pretty solidly there.
Yeah.
And we did see a change of change of pace in game 3, where Cloaked held the lead.
Yeah.
Guthix was on the back foot, but generally throughout the whole set, we saw like Cloaked just adapt really, really well.
Yeah.